What if my mic is a George? George?
Monuments, markers, mausoleums, cremation memorials, and pet memorials. Bailey Monument Company, 618-658-2311, a proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Vienna Automotive Center is much more than just tires, brakes, and oil changes. They can also work on your exhaust systems, engine and transmission replacements, digital vehicle inspections, transmission and coolant flushes, and brake system flushes. And talk to them about their induction cleaning service, a great way to improve your vehicle's performance and gas mileage. Vienna Automotive Center, 35 Industrial Drive, Vienna. Call 618-658-1112 for an appointment. Proud sponsor of Vienna Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball.
Life packs plenty of surprises. You never know what waits around the next corner, but you can prepare for it. Ask your local Pekin insurance agent about an affordable term or whole life insurance policy. You'll worry less, enjoy your time more, and have a plan for the unexpected. Request a free life insurance quote at PekinInsurance.com and start protecting your future today. In Vienna, contact Chester Lawrence at Lawrence & Bean Insurance Agency at 618-658-9121, and they'll go beyond the expected for you.
And we're back here at Vienna High School getting ready for the start of this evening's game. And the Eagles are going to want to do the same thing tonight that they did Saturday afternoon at Johnston City. They're going to want to get up and down the floor. They're going to want to literally run Cobden right off the floor. Cobden only has one really good basketball player, and he is all-state. A heck of a ball player. Tyler Franklin, he's a 6'6 senior. Earlier this year against Galatia, Cobden won 72-69, and Franklin had 57 points in that game and set a school record for most points in one basketball game, and they needed all of them to beat the Galatia Bearcats, a team that we have seen earlier this year. But he's averaging 29 points a game, and his shooting percentage, knowing that he is a targeted person, his shooting percentage is phenomenal. From two-point land, he's 79 of 144 shots. That's 55% made percentage is just amazing. Especially consider everybody knows that he is the
If I could have your attention, please, for a special, super special message from the Pep Club and the Vienna High School cheerleaders. Tonight, backed by popular demand, is the Silent Night Game. Here are the rules. Everybody is supposed to curtail their cheering or anything once the game starts until the 8th point is scored in the game, hence the silent night. Oh, when the Vienna Eagles score their 8th point. Also, we will sing Jingle Bells when there is 1 minute left in each half. And at halftime, we have the dance team and the cheer squad performing special Christmas show for every boy and girl far and near. So if you cheer during the 8 points, you will be escorted out of the gym by Buddy the Elf. Enjoy the game quietly.
With this, the 10th game of the season coming up. The starting lineup for the Vienna Eagles, as we went over Cobden Appleknocker's starting lineup. At a guard, a 6'2" junior, number 22 is Owen Treat. Also at a guard, a 5'9" senior, number 23, Caden Vaughn. At a forward, a 6'5" senior, number 2, Charlie King. The other forward, a 6'2" junior, number 4, Tommy Hullhumner. And the third forward, a 6'2" junior, number 10, Dayton Nichols. Head coach is Stephen Dreer. Assistant coaches are Roger Webb, Chris Watson, and Ross Hill. And the coach for Cobden is Carl Schweitzer. And the assistant coaches are Ethan Lefevre, Harold Blunt, and Chad Pitts. Once again, Cobden's record 4-6, Vienna's record 8-1, and we are just about ready to rock and roll here tonight. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. And we'll be talking before the new year, so I won't say nothing about that. We're looking for some very, very blistery weather coming up Thursday and Friday. This is the last game as school comes out for everybody on Wednesday, and this is the last regular season game for just about everybody in Southern Illinois until next week when tournament play starts. And we'll go over that here in just a little bit as we're getting ready for the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Vienna High School welcomes you to tonight's IHSA varsity boys basketball game. Tonight between the Appleknockers of Cobden High School and your Vienna Eagles.
Cobden has a very nice...
Would you please rise, remove your hats as we honor America with a performance of our national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's players. For the visitors from Cobden, a senior, number 1, Brady Budrin. A junior, number 2, Jet Kuhn. A junior, number 3, Mitchell Howe. A senior, number 13, Tyler Franklin. And a sophomore, number 44, Aaron Funes. The Apple Knockers are coached by Carl. The Apple Knockers are coached by Mr. Carl Schweitzer, assisted by Ethan Lefevre, Harold Blunt, and Chad Pitts. And now, rise up, fans. Let's introduce your Vienna Eagles. A junior, number 4, Tommy Holhubner. A junior, number 10, Dayton Nichols. A junior, number 22, Owen Treat. And your seniors, number 2, Charlie King. And a senior, number 23, Caden Vaughn. The Eagles are coached by Stephen Dreer, Mr. Roger Webb, Mr. Ross Hill, Mr. Dawson Hill, and Mr. Chris Watson. Tonight's officials, Mr. Dan Gwynedd, Mr. Nathan Gwynedd, and Mr. Chris Mosier. Show those spirit fingers.
Charlie King tipping it up at center court against Tyler Franklin. And we are ready to go. 8 minutes on the clock. Tip is up, and it's controlled by the Apple Knockers. Franklin got it into the backcourt to Bundren. He brings it across the half line, and it is a man-to-man pressure by the Eagles. Franklin and Nichols is on him in the beginning, and he throws it away. On the steal, Vaughn has it up to Treat. Treat back to Vaughn. Vaughn on the left wing gets it in Nichols on the left corner. Over to King. He brings it out to the wing, puts a shot up, no good, and Funes with the rebound. Funes dribbles out of trouble into the front court on the right wing. Franklin for 3. Too strong off the mark. Long rebound comes out to Bundren. Bundren walks. Second turnover on the Apple Knockers. And Franklin rushed that first shot. He was on the right wing. He was close to the three-point line, and he just overshot the goal. Left wing to Treat for 3, got it. Owen Treat drains his first shot, and that's a three-pointer, and it's a quick 3-0 lead by the Eagles. We've played 55 seconds in quarter number 1. Bundren brings the ball up against Vaughn into the front court. Stop and go dribble onto the baseline. Ball knocked away from him. Treat comes out there with it. Treat leads the break all the way down, puts it on. Oh, what a pass to Nichols on the low side. No good. Treat gets the rebound back, and he walks. That's the first turnover on the Eagles. Full court pressure by Vienna it's a diamond trap. No, they're going to drop back, and they're picking up full court man-to-man. Franklin has it, working against Nichols, brings it into the front court, double team, dribbles out of it, into the paint. What a pass down to Funes on the low block, up and in on the assist to Franklin. Funes gets the basket, and it's 3-2 into the front court. Treat thought about threes. He's held, and this will go against Jet Kuhn. That'll be Kuhn's first, Apple Knockers first, and with 6:24, it'll be Eagle basketball under their own goal. Charlie King inbounds. He looks, gets it in to Hallhubner. Out on top to Treat. Treat thought about a three, doesn't take it. Charlie King will, and in and out, no good. Hallhubner has it knocked away from him, and it will stay with the Eagles under their own goal. Charlie King had a good look from the left wing. It just didn't stay in. Out on top to Hallhubner. To King on the right side, to Treat in the right corner. He thought about a three, doesn't take it. Double team, kicks it out. They're working around the horn. Hallhubner down to Nichols. Nichols shot over Franklin, got the roll. And Nichols with his first basket, and it's 5-2, Vienna. Franklin over to Bundren, into the front court with the dribble. All the way down on the left baseline. Puts a hook shot up, no good. Rebound comes out there to Kuhn, up and in. And Jet Kuhn with the basket, it's 5-4. Quickly into the front court, Treat, stop, 10-footer, no good. Long rebound comes out to Franklin. Franklin, triple team, dribbles out of it, and throws it up. He was meant to pass it. It wound up going off the rim to King on the rebound, over to Treat, lays it up and in. Charlie King with the assist on the long baseball pass, and it's 7-4. And having trouble getting the basketball, corralled. 5:26 to go in the first quarter. Bundren with the ball, working against Vaughn. Bundren brings it across the half line with the dribble into the front court, stolen away by Treat. Treat on a breakaway, goes down, lays it up, and scores. 9-4, and it worked out well. Everybody was quiet on all of the baskets until they got to the 9th point, and then there was a huge roar. Full timeout called by Cobden. We'll take a quick break and be right back. 9-4 Vienna.
Susie and Danny Joe Trevelyan, along with Joel and Judd and the families of Trevelyan Farms in Grantsburg, wish the Vienna boys and girls basketball teams good luck. Congratulations to the seniors for all your dedication and hard work. And good luck not only this season, but for the rest of your lives. Once again, good luck to all the Vienna teams from Trevelyan Farms.
Hi, I'm Steve Fowler, owner of Fowler Heating and Cooling. Did you know that we are your true local solar power installer right here in Southern Illinois? Let Fowler Heating and Cooling bring you the power of the sun. Many installations require little or no money out of your pocket, and at Fowler Heating and Cooling, our name goes on everything we do, so you know you're getting the best solar power services in the area. Learn more at FowlerHeatingandCooling.com or call us today at 997-5288.
We're back. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Bundren with the basketball for the Apple Knockers. Lets everybody clear out. Gets it over to Howell. Howell quickly into the front court. Stop and go dribble. He has trouble with the handle. It's knocked loose from him. He gets it back. King's on him. Howell in serious trouble. Double dribbles. No call. Gets it over to Franklin. Franklin. Finger roll. No good. Franklin gets it back, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for two, and this will either be Hallhubner or King. Charlie King picks up that foul. They were both right there. Tyler Franklin to the free throw line, shooting 75% from the free throw line. 74%, excuse me. First free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. His first points of the night makes it 9-5. He's got an assist tonight already. Franklin is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. He's got 2 points, and it's 9-6. Vienna has led the entire way so far. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. Treat drives inside, stops, pops from 8, and good. And Treat with 9 points of the 11. and we have a foul. (23), Caden Vaughn with the foul. His first, team second. Tyler Franklin looks to get it in. Des to Funes. Back over to Bundren. Bundren working against Vaughn into the front court. 4:23 to go. They get it to Franklin on the right wing. And it's thrown away. Dayton Nichols got a hand on that pass, and that's the fourth turnover on the Apple Knockers. Funes. It would have gone off Nichols, but Funes tried to corral it on the baseline. Out on top to Vaughn. Vaughn, right side to King. King on the baseline, back behind the dribble. Dribble behind the back, I should say. Treat, thought about a three, inside the arc, 10-footer, short, no good, and Franklin with the rebound. Gets it over to Kuhn. Kuhn goes all the way down, finger roll, short, Nichols with the rebound. And they want to run. Vaughn into the front court. Vaughn, right corner to Treat. Treat steps inside the arc, out on top to Vaughn. Wide open three, top of the key, too short. Kuhn with the rebound. Kuhn bounces it over to Howell, and he brings it across the half line, working against King. He's in trouble. He's got a double team, and we're going to get a foul. This will go against Charlie King. That'll be King's second on a reach in, and we may be seeing Winter Road here shortly. Mitchell Howell, a 6-foot senior, and Kuhn's coming out, and number 4, Matthew Howell, a 5'7" freshman, into the game for the Apple Knockers. Bundren, top of the key, picks up the dribble, left side to Howell. Howell walks. That's their 5th turnover in the first quarter with 6 points, 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Hullhumner will inbound it to Vaughn, and Vaughn brings it across the half line. Man-to-man pressure by both teams both ways. Vaughn, right side to King. King, back out on top to Vaughn, left side to Hullhumner. They dump it into Treat. Treat working against Howell, shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. King has it off the glass, too strong. That's Treat. Treat with the follow on the weak side gets the basket, and he's got 11, 13-6. Stolen away by Hullhumner. Down to Nichols. Nichols, 5-footer, good off the steal. He's got 4 and 6 turnovers, 15-6. Full court pressure. They've ratcheted that up. Howell has the ball knocked out of bounds off of himself. King got in there and intercepted it, and that's the 7th turnover on Cobden, and 3 straight trips they haven't got it down the floor. Buddy Clay comes in. Clay, a 6-foot junior. Long 3 by Treat's good! Treat is on fire tonight. Timeout called by Schweitzer. 18-6. 14 points by Treat to start the game. Timeout called. We'll be right back.
Are you saving enough to maintain your current lifestyle throughout your retirement years? Is it time to increase your retirement plan contributions? Is your asset allocation consistent with your retirement planning goals? Rodney Golston at Golston Financial Services can help you determine if it would be in your best interest to revisit your retirement planning goals. Call him today at 618-658-7008 or simply stop by the office to arrange a free, no-obligation personal consultation. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
And we're back. Treat is on fire to start the game. 2 threes, 4 deuces, 14 points, and we still got 2:42 to go in the first quarter. Franklin looks to get it in, and does, over to Howell. Howell working against Treat, into the front court, double team, stripped away from him. Treat has it, 3-on-1 going the other way. Down to Hullhumner, off the glass, no good, tipped by Treat, up and in. 20-6 Eagles. Treat with 16 points. Bundren, ball knocked away by Treat. Vaughn steals it, down to Treat, lays it up and in. Oh, he misses it. King gets it. It fell out, but King on the follow. 22-6. They get it into Bundren. Oh no, that's Kuhn. Kuhn into the front court, all the way down. Clay gets the block. King down to Treat. Treat, finger roll, good! Vienna running the floor well. It's 24-6. 1:53 to go, and they get a foul. This will go on Hullhumner. That'll be his first, team 4th. Full court pressure by the Eagles, and Cobden having a difficult time getting it in. King comes out, Nichols comes back in. They look to get it in. Franklin still looks. Ball stripped away by Treat. Over to Vaughn. Vaughn back to Treat in the right corner. Thought about, takes the three. Rims out of there. Franklin with the rebound. Franklin dribbles up to a double team. Maintains the dribble. Now he gets away into the front court. Runs into his own guy. Gets it to Kuhn, and Kuhn loses it out of bounds. And Cobden is rattled. 1:34 to go in the first quarter. 24-6 into the front court. Caden Vaughn. Vaughn to Nichols at the left elbow. Down deep to Clay. Clay picks up the dribble. Gets it over to Nichols. Hook shot, no good. Franklin with the rebound. Franklin lets everyone clear out. Now he's bringing it up against Huebner. They pass it over the half line, over to Howell. Howell into the paint. Kicks it back. Bounces it, stolen by Nichols. Nichols over to Huebner. 3-on-1. Huebner to the goal, puts it up and in. Off the steal, his first basket, 26-6, and that's 10 turnovers on the Apple Knockers. Howell loses possession of it. Gets it back, throws it away. Nichols down to Treat. Treat, finger roll, up and in. Off the steal, 28-6. Going down the other way, we're going to get a foul. Nichols will pick up this foul, and Matthew Howell will go to the free throw line. That'll be Nichols' first foul. And Treat with 20 points of the 28 that the Eagles have. Dayton Nichols has 4. Huebner and Charlie King with 2 each. First free throw by Howell is no good. Funes comes out. And Kuhn comes back in. Second free throw is good. Matthew Howell makes it 28-7 into the front court. Job Winterroad gets it right side to Treat. Treat, shake and bake move on the left drive. Finger roll up and in. 30-7, Eagles. Bundren gets it over to Franklin. Franklin into the front court. All the way down, puts it up, count it, and one. The foul was on the floor, they said, before he could shoot it. Before he could shoot it. On number 44, Buddy Clay, I believe. That is Buddy Clay's first. Franklin looks to inbound it. 18.9 seconds to go. They get it into Howell. Matthew, stolen by Winterroad. Winterroad behind the back dribble, right over to Nichols. Nichols has it stripped away from him, knocked out of bounds by Bundren, and it will be Vienna ball under their own goal. Vienna's very hands quick. Treat in the left corner to Huebner. Back out to Treat. Treat, pick from Clay. Almost loses it. Huebner, quick three at the buzzer, no good. And that's how the first quarter comes to a close. 30-7, Vienna. We'll be back after these messages.
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle Boys Coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle Girls Coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
This is Mary Kay Harris from your locally owned H&R Block in Anna, Illinois. We're open early and late for your convenience. So whether it's day or night, we're here to help.
And we're back in the first quarter. 2 points by Jet Kuhn, 2 points for Tyler Franklin, 2 points for Aaron Funes, 1 for Matthew Howell. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line, Cobden was, with 12 turnovers. Vienna, Owen Treat has 22 points, 2 threes, and 8 deuces. 4 points for Dayton Nichols, and 2 points for Tommy Hullhumner, 2 points for Charlie King. Vienna did not attempt a free throw in the first quarter. They had 1 turnover. Treat for a long 3, got it. 25 points, and he was from downtown and hit that basket. They left him wide open, and he obliged. Bundren having trouble with the handle. Gets it up, stolen by King. King down to Treat. Treat lays it up and in, off the steal. 35-7. Bundren to Treat. It's a Frank ball pass. Okay, thanks. And Funes with the basket. Tip up by Nichols is good. Stolen away by Treat. Wide open 3 is good.
At this time, we would like to congratulate Vienna High School junior number 22, Owen Treat, who has just reached the 1,000 point club.
So Treat has reached 1,000 points for his career with 30 points here in the first half. He's got 30 of 40, and Vienna took a timeout. We're going to keep it here. They're changing the basketballs, so they're going to sign that. That one will be a team signed ball. They got a new ball, and so congratulations. That's got. I knew he was getting close, but I didn't know exactly where it was at. But 30 points here in the first half, and he comes out, and he's been on fire. 40-9 is our score. Franklin into the paint. 10-footers, good. Tyler Franklin now with 4, and it's 40-11. 6:47 to go, and that was a barrage by the Eagles. Winterroad gets it down to Clay. Clay over to Nichols. His shot's no good, but he'll go the line for 2. Number 1, Brady Bundren with the foul. That's his first, team's second. And Dayton Nichols with 6 points will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. 40-11. First free throw is no good. Got everything caught up. Man, I'll tell you what, that was fast and furious. Second free throw by Nichols is good. He now has 7 points. And it's 41-11. A 30-point Vienna lead. Into the front court, Matthew Howell on the right corner to Bundren. Bundren, head and shoulders fake. Skip pass, left side over to Howell to Funes. Funes. Crossover dribble, walks, no call, gets it to Bundren. They get it into Franklin from the right elbow. Franklin, double team, back out on top to Bundren. Bundren to Howell. Matthew Howell, right side over to Kuhn. Kuhn picks up the dribble, and Dayton Nichols is going to pick up the foul as Tyler Franklin had the ball knocked out of his hands. That'll be Nichols' second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll put Franklin at the line for a 1-and-1. 41-11. Jet Kuhn taking a break. And back in is Mitchell Howell. Mitchell and Matthew are brothers. Mitchell is the junior. Matthew is the freshman. Franklin has the free throw. He gets the bonus, 41-12. And he has 5 of those 12 points. Tyler Franklin's second free throw is on the way, rims out of there. Dayton Nichols with the rebound. Nichols, there's the Eagles quickly. Charlie King. Oh, what a pass to Nichols to Buddy Clay. He missed it, and Cobden with the rebound. into the front court. Matthew Howell. They get it right wing back to Mitchell. They're working around the horn. Funes for three. Air ball. King with the rebound. Vienna wants to run. Over to Nichols. Touch pass to Winter Road. Back to Nichols. Lays it up. Too strong. Tip up by King. No good. Clay with the rebound. No good. Franklin comes out of there with it. Franklin brings it out of there on the dribble. 1-on-4. Franklin to the hole. Puts up the shot. Finger roll. Good. 41-14. Vaughn to Winter Road. Back to Vaughn. Top of the key. Left side to King. King to Clay. Left elbow. Back to King. He drives left baseline. Cut off. Picks up the dribble. Skip pass out on top to Winter Road. To Vaughn. Top of the key. Stolen away by Franklin. Franklin goes all the way down, and he's going to be fouled by Winter Road. That'll be Job's first foul. And Job Winter Road, a 5'8" sophomore. Oh, no, call on Caden Vaughn. Wow. Tyler Franklin to the free throw line to shoot 2. Franklin's first free throw with 4:54 to go is good. 41-15. Second free throw by Tyler is no good. Buddy Clay with the rebound. Clay brings it into the front court to King. Oh, what a pass down to Nichols. Blocked away by Franklin. Tyler got that one and blocked it out, and it goes off of Vienna. Wow, nice play by Tyler Franklin. Over to Mitchell Howell into the front court. Howell knocked loose by Franklin. Stolen away. They get it up to Winter Road. 4:33 to go. In there now is Hunter Webb, a 5'10" sophomore for the Eagles. King, right side to Winter Road. Back over to King. King, right corner to Webb. They get it down to Nichols. Nichols is called with the offensive foul. That'll be his third. He was trying to clear out a little bit. Now we have a couple of subs coming in for the Eagles. Number 24, Jacob Waters. And Franklin's going to have a seat. Let's see, we got number 10, Kingston Kuhn, a 6-foot freshman. Number 2, Jet Kuhn. Number 4 with the ball is Matthew Howell, a 5'7" freshman. Number 3, Mitchell Howell, is a 6-foot junior. And Funes, Aaron Funes, is a 6-foot sophomore for the Apple Knockers. Out on top, over to Mitchell with a shot up, short, no good. And Waters knocks it out of bounds. It'll go to the Apple Knockers under their own goal with 4:02 to go in the first half. It's 41-15. Looking to get it in. They get it in on the left wing, over to Kuhn. Out on top, over to Matt Howell. Matt to Mitchell. Mitchell has it stripped away from him, goes off of his foot, out of bounds, and it will go to the Eagles. That is their 17th turnover. Vienna now with 4 turnovers. Into the front court. King thought about a 3. Steps in. 10-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Matt Howell with the rebound. He brings it into the front court with the dribble. Bounces it to Funes. Left side over to Kuhn. On the left wing, Mitchell Howell, 3-pointer. No good. Rebound comes out of there to Kingston Kuhn. Up and in. And Kingston Kuhn with the basket off the rebound. 41-17. King for 3. Got it. Charlie King's first 3-pointer of the game makes it 44-17. Matt Howell brings it across the half line. Ball poked away by Winter Road. He goes back, picks it up. Howell retreats, trying to get it across the 10-second line again. Does. Now he's right there at the corner. Gets it over to Funes. Funes working against Clay. Inside the arc, into the paint. Nice drop pass down to Kuhn. And we're going to get a foul on Waters. That'll be Jacob Waters' first foul. 2:57 to go. Oh, no, they're going to call 44, Buddy Clay with a foul. 2:57 to go to the free throw line. Jet Kuhn will shoot 2 as Vienna is now in the double bonus. First free throw is good. He has 3 points on the afternoon. It's 44-18. Franklin comes back in after a little blow. Treat and Hallhubner come back in. King and Vaughn sit down. Jet Kuhn's second free throw is too strong. Rebound comes out there to Waters. Into the front court. Baseball pass down to Hallhubner from Treat, up and in. Treat with a beautiful assist. Hallhubner with 4, and it's 46-18. Quickly into the front court goes Matthew Howell. Stolen by Winterroad. Over to Treat. Baseball pass down to Webb. Webb lays it up and scores. And Tyler Franklin came down on his ankle. He went up to try to block it. Webb with the basket off the layup, 48-18, and you don't want to see Franklin hurt. Into the front court with the ball is Jet Kuhn. Kuhn on the baseline. Double team, ball stripped away, stolen and knocked out of bounds. Nice play by Mitchell Howell to knock it out of bounds. And Tyler's over there trying to walk it off. He went up and backed the backboard and then came down. Hallhubner for 3, got it. Hallhubner now with 7, and it's 51-18. Matthew Howell into the front court, picks up the dribble. Ball almost stripped away. Winterroad does strip it away. Over to Treat. Treat, finger roll, lays it up and in. Off the steal. 53-18. Matthew Howell, cut off on the baseline. Out on top, over to Bundren, his 15-footer, no good. Hallhubner with a long outlet, over to Winterroad. Winterroad kicks it back over to Waters, up and in. Jacob Waters with the layup. 55-18. A 1:30 to go here in the first half. Howell having trouble with it out on top. Double team, and this time Joe Winterroad will pick up the foul, and to the free throw line will be Matthew Howell. Howell 1 for 2 here in the first half with a minute 19 to go in the first half of play here. Howell's first free throw too strong. Coming into the game, Nick Johnson, a 6'5" junior for the Eagles. And going out, Kingston Kuhn. I'll see who came back. Oh, that's Funes came back in. Second free throw is no good. Hallhubner with the rebound. Down into the front court to Treat. Treat goes right baseline. Kicks it to Waters. 8-footer's good. Waters has 4, and it's 57-18. Matt Howell brings it into the front court. We're down to 1 minute to go. Howell, right side over to Funes. Funes on the right wing. Out on top to Bundren. Saves it from going over the half line. Working against Hallhubner. Double team. Back to Howell. Long 3 off the base of the rim. Treat with the rebound. Treat looks down floor. Behind the back dribble. Top of the key. Into the paint. Right side over to Webb. His 3-pointer, no good. Webb chases it down. Back out to Treat. Treat with 25 seconds to go. Goes right side. Stop and go dribble. Maintains it. Gets it over to Hallhubner. Hallhubner goes left baseline. Off the glass and in. 59-18. Bundren brings it into the front court with 10 seconds to go. Crosses the half line with 5 seconds. Bundren working against Johnson, puts a shot up, no good, but Nick Johnson picks up the foul. That'll be his first, and Bundren will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 1 second exactly to go. Brady Bundren trying to get into the scoring column here this evening, and his first free throw is too strong. Second free throw, no good. And that's how the first half comes to a close. 59-18 at halftime. We'll total everything up and be back for some stats after these messages.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Vienna High School dance team.
With a mouthful, with a mouthful, but I couldn't be sweeter. Yup, I'm a cutie in my own way. I won't play, follow the leaders, and I don't look like them. I ain't worried about it. I don't talk like them. I ain't worried about it. I know I'm a gem. I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it, 'cause I'm a lady. Hey. Yes, I'm a lady. Come on, I'm a lady. All my girls, show 'em you a lady. Tell the world, say you're proud to be a lady. I know I laugh so loud, and I might cry too much. Come on, to all those judgy eyes, I got a whole lot of love.
myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman, I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am, I'm too hot. And my band bought that money, break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Your Vienna High School dance team. Here come your Vienna High School cheerleaders.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and all his reindeers blowing on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. So hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around, rocking around, rocking around, rocking around, rocking, 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 rocking. Let's go now. Rocking, rocking, around, you will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Tramps.
and the Vienna girls will be taking on the Heron Lady Tigers. That'll be a whale of a game. Heron's not had a good record to begin, but they just last week got back their best basketball player who had been hurt at the beginning of the season. And so it'll be real interesting to see how Vienna and Heron team square up here, because what I would have thought would have been the case is not going to happen. So we'll have that right here on the Vienna channel, WIBHradio.com at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm assuming that Cobden will not beat Goreville. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. They'll be on the air from Cesar-Valere at 9 o'clock in the morning with the Cobden Apple Knockers and the Thompsonville. That'll be Brad Palmer on WIBHradio.com, the Cobden channel. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the Anna Jonesboro girls get into play up at Centralia at the Christ Our Rock Lutheran High School. They'll take on Staunton Bulldogs at 2 o'clock. Brad Palmer will also have that one on the radio, WIBH 1440 AM. And then I'm assuming Vienna is going to knock off Edwards County. They should. They'll take on the Carterville Lions at 3:15 in the quarterfinal game at El Dorado. And I'll have that action. We'll be on the air about 3 o'clock that afternoon. Back to action here as Apple Knockers with the basketball. And with the drive to the hole is Mitchell Howell, and he has his first basket, and it's 59-20 into the front court. Long three-pointer by Charlie King. He now has 8, and it's 62-20. Tommy Hullhubner, Owen Treat, Dayton Nichols, Charlie King, and Caden Vaughn, the original starting 5 for the Eagles. On the right side, Jet Kuhn, they throw it away. Tyler Franklin, that's their 20th turnover of the game. So they have their starting 5 originally. Brady Bendren, Jet Kuhn, Mitchell Howell, Tyler Franklin, and Aaron Funes. 7:18 to go here in quarter number 3. Owen Treat with the basketball out on top, between the legs, picked up by Kuhn. Out on top to Hullhubner, right side to King. King to Treat. Treat on top to Vaughn. Vaughn steps inside the arc, tries to force it down to Treat. It's knocked away from him. He gets it back into the paint, turns, spins, throws it up. He'll go to the line for 2, and this will go against Cobden. Number 2, Jet Kuhn with the foul, his second. 6:57 to go here in quarter number 3, 62-20 Eagles. And Owen Treat came out of his shoe. He'll have his first free throws of the evening. And he's ready. Treat takes a breath, goes through his routine, and the right-hander's free throw is good, and he's missed very few shots here this evening. 63-20. Tyler Franklin's going out, and he's hobbling out. Second free throw is also good. Treat now with 34, and it's 64-20. 6:55 to go here in the game, or in the third quarter. Bendren brings it across the half line. Gets it over to Kuhn. Kuhn has the ball stripped away from him. Vaughn, outlet to Treat. Treat, finger rolls up and in. Into the front court comes Matthew Howell. He replaced Franklin. On the left wing to Kuhn. Out on top to Bendren. Long three off the front of the rim. Nichols. Long outlet to Treat. Treat all the way down. Finger roll up and in. 68-20. And full timeout called. We'll take a 30-second break. I'm going to grab a drink. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve Fowler, owner of Fowler Heating and Cooling. Did you know that we are your true local solar power installer right here in Southern Illinois? Let Fowler Heating and Cooling bring you the power of the sun. Many installations require little or no money out of your pocket, and at Fowler Heating and Cooling, our name goes on everything we do, so you know you're getting the best solar power services in the area. Learn more at FowlerHeatingandCooling.com or call us today at 997-5288.
Whether a college education is a distant dream you hold for a newborn child or a financial imperative staring you in the face, it's important to take swift steps to begin meeting this challenge. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense that your family will bear. To learn more about flexible college savings programs, contact Rodney Golson at Golson Financial Services, 618-658-7008. He can help you plan today for tomorrow's college education expenses. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
And Tyler Franklin may be done for the night as he's got his shoe off and his foot's up on the chair, and they're probably going to ice it down. Into the left corner, over to Matthew Howell, out on top to Bundren. Vienna in a 1-3-1 zone now. Howell in the right corner, over to Kuhn. He's double teamed, gets it to Funes. To Howell, his three-pointer off the back of the rim. King with the rebound. Baseball pass down to Vaughn. Vaughn lays it up and in as Vienna runs the floor well. That's his first basket of the night, and it's 70-20, a 50-point Vienna lead with 5:40 to go here in the third. Bundren into the left corner, over to Mitchell Howe. Mitchell to Funes. Funes out on top to Bundren. Touch pass to Matthew, to Kuhn. Ball's knocked loose. Funes gets it back over to Mitchell Howell, and he gets it off the glass and in. Mitchell now with 5 points, 70-22. Holhubner into the paint. Dish pass down to Charlie King, up and in. King with 10, 72-22. Bundren walks it across the half line. 4:55 to go in the third quarter. Bundren picks up the dribble, over to Matt. Matthew back out on top to Bundren. Bundren into the corner, over to Matthew. They get into Funes. Funes shot up, no good. Holhubner with the rebound. Long pass out to Vaughn, over to Nichols. Nichols out on top to Holhubner for three. He got it. He's got 12, 75-22. 16-4 run this quarter for Vienna. Bundren, left side over to Matthew. Out on top to Bundren. Into the left corner, over to Matthew. To Funes, 8-footer, floater, no good. King with the rebound. King looks down, gets it to Nichols. Nichols in the left corner to Treat. Treat into the paint, finger roll, got the roll, and it's in. He's got 40. And it's 77-22. And 5 new players for Vienna at the next whistle. Bundren, ball stripped away. Matthew gets it back. Stolen away, Treat to Vaughn. Vaughn going to run down, put it up and in. And 79-22. And we're going to get the subs in. So, Buddy Clay is in there. Nick Johnson, Job Winterroad, Hunter Webb, and Jacob Waters. So Hunter Webb, a 5'10 sophomore. Job Winterroad, a 5'8 sophomore. Jacob Waters, a 6'1 sophomore. Buddy Clay, a 6'2 junior. And Nick Johnson is a 6'5 junior in there for the Eagles at this point. 79-22 is our score, and we'll see who comes out. Bundren comes out. They have number 10, Kingston Kuhn, a 6-foot freshman, and that is the only other sub. Matthew Howell is in there. He has the ball. He's a 5'7 freshman. Those are the 2 subs, and they have Brady Bundren, Jet Kuhn, Mitchell Howell, and Aaron Funes in there, as Tyler Franklin now has ice. They've got an ice pack over his right ankle. And I hope the young man is not hurt very badly. They need him desperately. And he's really a good kid. I've known him and his family for a long time. His brother is playing down at Southwest Missouri and has done very, very well as a freshman. Ball was knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Apple Knockers. They'll maintain it. 2:55 to go here in quarter number 3. They get it in to Howell. Matthew Howell out on top over to Bundren. Bundren into the left corner to Mitchell. His three-pointer, air ball. Waters has the ball stripped away from him to Winterroad, to Howell, to Clay. Clay runs the floor well, up and in. His first basket of the night, and it's 81-22. Into the front court, Matthew Howell picks up the dribble. Ball stripped away, Waters over to Winterroad. Winterroad, finger roll, up and in. And Vienna on the breaks, doing very well. 83-22 as Winterroad is into the scoring column now. Mitchell Howell goes baseline. They throw it away. Shot up, short, no good. Clay with the rebound. Over to Waters. Down to Winterroad. Touch pass to Webb. Webb is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Hunter Webb to the line for 2, and the foul on Kingston Kuhn, his first. Hunter with 2 points here tonight. With 1:57 to go in the third, the first free throw is good. He's got 3 points on the evening. Vienna has scored 25 points this quarter. Second free throw is too strong, and Webb with the rebound. Webb into Clay. Clay forces it up and in. Buddy with 4 points now, 86-22. Matthew Howell brings it across the half line. Right side to Bundren. It's a 2-3 zone for Vienna. Kingston Kuhn. Kuhn back out on top to Mitchell Howell. Right side to Bundren. Bundren left side, throws it away. And coming into the game, Zach Roberts. Winterroad is out. Number 25, Jonathan Simmons, a 6'2 junior, into the game now for the Eagles. Webb for 3, short. Rebound by Kingston Kuhn. Kuhn over to Matthew Howell. Matt at top of the key. Into the corner goes Jet Kuhn. Back out on top over to Roberts. Roberts gets it down to number 24, Tommy Katermis. Katermis was a 5'10 freshman. Out on top, Roberts has it. Roberts pushes it over to Matt. Gets it down to Katermis. He's double teamed. Gets it bounce pass back out to Matthew Howell. He's on the baseline. Kicks it out for Kuhn. 3-point Jet Kuhn. His basket shot is no good. And with the rebound comes Simmons. Simmons has it, top of the key, over to Webb. They dump it, touch pass from Waters, back out to Simmons. Simmons to Waters on the left corner. Back to Simmons, and he bounces it out of bounds. Vienna's 5th turnover of the game with 24 seconds to go. We will have a continuous clock, obviously, in the 4th quarter. Into the front court. Katermis gets it to Kingston. Left side over to Matt. Ball stripped away. Webb has it. Over to Waters. Waters, finger roll up, no good. And coming out of there with it was Kuhn. Stolen away by Clay. We're going to have a foul on the floor with 0.8 of a second to go. a non-shooting foul. That'll be Jet Kuhn's third foul. Buddy Clay with the tip up, no good, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. 86-22, Vienna. We'll be right back.
Southern Trust Bank in Vienna would like to wish Vienna Eagle boys coach Dreer and Vienna Eagle girls coach Metcalf good luck this basketball season. Southern Trust Bank is locally owned with branches in Goreville and Marion and an ATM at the Lake of Egypt. With home interest rates at record lows, call them for help lowering your monthly mortgage payment or let them assist you in buying that new house. Or talk to them if you need financing for a new auto or truck. Southern Trust Bank, 618-658-8888.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
This is Mary Kay Harris from your locally owned H&R Block. Every dollar counts, and you can count on us to get every credit and every deduction you deserve, with or without the office visit.
We're back. 8 points for Tyler Franklin as he's out of the game with a bad ankle. Mitchell Howell has 4 points for Cobden, 3 points for Jet Kuhn, 1 for Matthew Howell, 2 for Kingston Kuhn, and 4 for Aaron Funes. They have 25 turnovers for the game, and they did not attempt any free throws in the third quarter. Vienna will have the ball. Charlie King is done for the night with 10 points. Tommy Hullhubner has 12, 7 for Dayton Nichols, 3 for Hunter Webb, 2 for Joe Winterroad. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it goes off of Vienna. That's their 6th turnover of the game. 40 points for Owen Treat, 4 for Caden Vaughn, 4 for Jacob Waters, and 4 for Buddy Clay for the evening. Vienna has all subs in there, and Hunter Webb comes up with the steal. Webb, Waters, Winterroad, Waters, Simmons. Oh, what a nice pass down to Nick Johnson. He missed the first one, followed it up. He's in the scoring column now, and it's 88-22. We'll have a continuous clock. So Nick Johnson, Joe Winterroad, Hunter Webb, Jonathan Simmons, and who am I missing? Jacob Waters for the 5 Eagles on the floor right now. And for the Apple Knockers, we have Mitchell Howell, Matthew Howell, ball stripped away and stolen on the turnover. Winterroad brings it into the front court. Kingston Kuhn. Webb forces the shot up, count it, and one. XACH. Roberts with the foul, and how do you say his name? At 40, XACH? Zach? Okay. Zach Roberts. And the free throw is good by Webb. He completes a traditional three-point play, and that makes it 91-22. 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. Three-pointer off the back of the rim by Matthew Howell. Mitchell Howell chases it down. Bundren with a floater, no good. Waters with the rebound. Waters gets it over to Winterroad into the front court. Hunter Webb to Winterroad, bounces it to Waters, and they tried to get it down to Nick Johnson. Hard bounce pass, and it went out of bounds. Turnover on the Eagles. Katermis inbounds it over to Matt Howell. Matt to Mitchell. Out on top to Katermis. Back to Mitchell. Thought about a three, doesn't take it. Katermis, stolen right to Howell. Howell over to Winterroad. Winterroad gets it to Waters, down to Johnson. Ball stripped away and stolen. by Katermis. Tommy Katermis gets the steal over to Matt Howell. Matt to Katermis, top of the key, left corner over to Matt. Skip pass, right side to Mitchell. He drives baseline. He's cut off, backs it up beyond the arc, trying to work against Simmons. They get into Bundren. Little floater, and Nick Johnson will pick up that foul. That'll be Johnson's second. And to the free throw line will be Brady Bundren. Bundren looking to get into the scoring column. He'll have 2 free throws here. His first is no good as it rims out. And coming in, Kingston Kuhn comes back in. Bundren's second free throw is good, and he's in the scoring column. His first point of the night. Winterroad brings it into the front court to Webb. Skip pass, right side, over to Simmons. Back out on top to Winterroad. They get it into Johnson. Nick forces a shot up, count it, and 1. And this will go against Kingston Kuhn. Count the basket. Nick Johnson. He'll have a chance for a traditional 3-point play. And Kingston Kuhn picks up his second foul. And the free throw is no good. Katermis with the rebound. He gets it over to Matt Howell. Matt brings it into the front court. Skip pass knocked away by Webb. Winterroad has it over to Webb. And the Eagles slow it up. Webb for 3. Rims out of there. And with the rebound is Simmons. And they throw it away. 2:35 to go in the game. Right side to Katermis. Out on top over to Bundren. Bundren to Kingston Kuhn. Down on the low block, and Nick Johnson will pick up the foul. That'll be his third. And to the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Zach Roberts. Zach Roberts will have 2. That's the 5th foul, or the 3rd foul on Vienna this half, but a 2-shot foul. Zach Roberts, his first free throw is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. He's in the scoring column. The senior, his second free throw, no good. Webb with the rebound. Webb gets it over to Winterroad. 1:35 to go in the game. Left side over to Simmons. They get it down to Nick Johnson. He misses the bunny. Rebound pulled out there by Roberts for Cobden. Over to Matt. Right side to Katermis. Katermis bounces it to Kingston. Baseline jumper by Matt Howell is no good. Rebound by Hunter Webb. Over to Winterroad. Right side to Jacobs. Jacob Waters. Winterroad into the paint to Robert to Winterroad. Winterroad with 1 minute to go. Bounces it on top to Webb. Webb, right side, over to Simmons. They dump it down to Nick Johnson, up and in, and he's got 6. And it's 95-24. Kingston walks. Jonathan Simmons will inbound it here in a moment. We're down to about 25 seconds to go. Winterroad brings it into the front court, over to Waters, to Winterroad, and Vienna's just going to hold it out there. 95-24 will be our final score. 10 seconds on the clock, and Vienna will improve to 9-1 on the season. And a good night for Owen Treat as he scores 40 points and goes over the 1,000-point club. We'll total everything up, and we'll be back here to Vienna High School for the postgame show after these messages and a quick conversation with Coach Dreer, hopefully also.
Larry and Ned Trevelyan of Trevelyan Brothers Construction would like to wish the Vienna Eagles boys and girls basketball teams good luck this season. Call Trevelyan Brothers Construction for a bid for any residential or commercial construction need. They also can provide landscaping for your residential or commercial projects. Trevelyan Brothers Construction is located at 1915 State Route 146 East, Vienna, Illinois. Give Ned Trevelyan a call to set up a time for a quote at 618-658-4590.
The Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body would like to welcome the Vienna girls and boys back to the hardwood. Goddard's Auto Body provides 24-hour towing, collision repair, brakes and shocks, alignments, oil changes, and configure your car or truck with a new set of tires. Goddard's Auto Body is located at 865 Old Route 146 Loop. Call them at 618-658-3191 and see what Goddard's Auto Body can do for you. From the Goddard family at Goddard's Auto Body, good luck to the Vienna girls and boys this season. Go Eagles! That concludes this Vienna Eagles basketball broadcast here on W.
Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention there, but it's not the conclusion yet. I'm still totaling things up. Vienna, we'll finish totaling everything up here. Just give me a second. So everybody but one person who played tonight scored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 people played, and of those 11 people, 10 scored here tonight. So a lot of people played on both sides. For final score was 95-24. Vienna jumped out, never trailed in this game. It was 5-4, and Cobden was within 3 points, 9-6. And Vienna went on, closed out that quarter on a 21-1 run. They extended it to 26-1 before the Apple Knockers finally scored again. And at that point, the game was literally over. On a 26-1 run, that took it to 35-7. It was 59-18 at halftime. I'm sorry. 59-18 at halftime, 86-22 after 3 quarters, and Vienna outscored Cobden 9-2 in the 4th quarter for a final 95-24 here this evening. Leading the way for the Apple Knockers before he got hurt, Tyler Franklin had 8 points, and hopefully the senior is going to be okay. They were icing his ankle. He tried to come back and play, but there's no sense getting him hurt more here tonight. So he finished the game with 8 points. That's his lowest season total for a game tonight, or this year, was 8 points. 4 points for Aaron Funes, 4 points for Mitchell Howell. Zach Roberts had 1. Kingston Kuhn had 1. Matthew Howell had 1. Mitchell Howell had 4, I said that. Jet Kuhn had 3 and 1 for Brady Bundren. They were 8 of 16 from the free throw line for 50%, and Cobden had 29 turnovers for the game. For the Vienna Eagles, 10 of 11 people who played scored. They put 3 people in double figures, leading the way. Owen Treat had 40 points here tonight. Went at 30 points, went over, in the second half, he went over the 1,000-point total, and he finished the game with 40 points. Also in double figures, Tommy Hullhubner had 12 points. Charlie King had 10. It was 7 for Dayton Nichols, 6 for Hunter Webb, 2 for Job Winterode, 4 points for Caden Vaughn, 4 for Jacob Waters, 4 for Buddy Clay, and 6 for Nick Johnson. And get Mr. Coach Dreer set up here real quick. Get him that. We'll put that around there. Like that. And Coach, thanks for coming up. I knew we were getting somewhat close, but I didn't know exactly where we were. But to have Owen Treat be able to go over 1,000 points? Oh. How's that? Can you hear me? No? 1, 2. Say a few syllables.
A few syllables.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you well, so.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I can hear you. I'm just not through the headphones.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, that's okay.
Let me try this one. Is that any better? Can you hear out of one? No? Say a few syllables.
A few syllables?
That's fine.
Yeah.
So having Owen Treat being able to go over 1,000 points here at home, I knew we were close, but that's quite an accomplishment for a junior, and this is our 10th game of the year. We've still got a lot of basketball, and hopefully I know I was going to talk to Ross Hill, and he's supposed to come up here. He was supposed to come up tonight, and he forgot to bring his notes. But I'm going to fire him. But what we were going to discuss was who's the leading scorer. I think Chester Lawrence is.
Yes,
for the leading scorer. I wasn't sure how many points he has.
I don't know. It's right over there on the board.
Well, I can't see that far.
You can't?
No.
Huh.
I can barely see the computer 3 feet from me. Are you kidding me?
I resemble that remark. Yeah.
I don't wear these things on my nose for a reason.
Right.
But come out of the gate, at the beginning, the Apple Knockers hung right there. We had just a 9-6 lead. They cut it to 1 point twice, had a 3-point lead, and then after 2 free throws, we go on a 26-1 run to close out the first quarter into the second quarter, and for all intent and purposes, the drama of the game was over at that point.
Right.
But and everybody was firing on all cylinders here tonight.
Well, we were trying to help Owen, and that threw us out of our game a little bit early, maybe, because I told him to be very aggressive and try to score instead of setting up his teammates like he usually does. So I asked them to sacrifice for him like he normally sacrifices for them, and they did that. But I thought it took us out of. We were thinking too much and not playing early. Then we picked him up a little farther down and didn't do that, but for a very short period of time. But it got us lively and aggressive again, and that's when we got that run that you mentioned.
It was, you want to take care of business, and we got a lot of people. 10 out of 11 people who played tonight scored.
Right.
And come the fourth quarter, they were trying real hard to set everybody up so that everybody would score.
Right.
And that was almost accomplished.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm glad. I mean, I know it's hard to try to keep kids from scoring, but we didn't want to rub it in. They had a year last year where their JV didn't get to play at all, and they lost their gym, and I think you know that whole story. But that's a tough thing to overcome. So they lost a lot of experience, and now they're trying to rebuild with basically one player that's had a lot of experience and a couple more that have played a little bit. So that's a tough situation for them. And he normally is such a load. Franklin, I'm talking about,
Tyler
of course.
Franklin.
But, we did a pretty good job on him. Their coach told me that he had told them that we were very, very good defensively, and so it was going to take a great effort. And I told the kids that, and I said, now let's see if we can live up to that. So we didn't double him. We didn't do any little gimmicky stuff, box and one or anything like that. We just tried to play him straight and honest and let him have a chance at his points, but we were going to make it as tough as we could for him. He's a very, very talented young man, and I like his game. I really do like his game. I hated he twisted his ankle. That hurt as well. But tonight the big story, of course, was Owen Treat. Of course, everybody was prodding me and saying, hey, the record is only 50, but we want to get that kind of record in a game that's tight and tough and so forth. We don't want to take advantage of somebody else when they're down a little bit. So
that's like Tyler Franklin set a school record with 55 points
Yep.
Earlier this year, or 57.
57,
At 57,
right.
But they needed all of them because they beat Galatia by 3 points.
Right.
So that's exactly what you're talking
Yes,
about.
exactly.
He scored 57 points, but he wasn't running the score up
No.
because they only won 72 to 69.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed those 57 points.
And if Owen or a couple of other of our guys played on with that cast and everything, they would score a lot more too. So they, in our system, we're fortunate that we've got enough kids that we can spread the ball around and count on the fact that they're going to score at a fairly efficient clip. Right now we're shooting about 60% from 2-point land and about 40% from 3-point land. So that's very, very efficient shooting.
We had three people in double figures tonight. Charlie King finished with 10. Tommy Hullhubner finished with 12. And Dayton Nichols had 7 on the starters. And Caden Vaughn from his point guard position still had 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
And, very unselfish play for the Eagles. And, we're at the point of the season. We're little over 1 month. We're about 5 weeks into the season of actual playing time. And the yardstick, I can see a difference from the very first week when we had the Vienna Classic, the Thanksgiving tournament, to where we are now getting ready to go into the El Dorado tournament. And that leads us perfectly into what I wanted to talk about a little bit, because we're not going to be able to talk very much next week because of the way that there's so many radio stations up there broadcasting from El Dorado. You don't have a whole lot of time. We always have a gentleman's agreement that we're not going to hog the space.
Right.
But when you look at the bracket, we have a very interesting draw on the top part. The top 8 teams here. Hamilton County is ranked number 8. They're taking on Harrisburg. Heron 1 is game 2 against Carrier Mills. The 4 seed Carterville taking on NCOE at 11:30, and the 5 seed Vienna Eagles taking on Edwards County at 1:45. That's all on day 1. The first session and then the first game of the second session. And those are the top 4 teams: Hamilton County, Heron, Carterville, and Vienna. 4 very good basketball teams. To get to the championship game, we're going to have a war on the top bracket to see who all can go 3-0.
Right, yes. Yeah, as we talked before the game, I have great respect for Carterville also, and I think they could be, just a missed shot separates them from being about the same level as Heron, and they're that good. So I think that's a very, very, very tough team. I don't know as much about Carmi.
They're big and physical.
Yeah, I have not seen them play yet. Of course, I know more than I want to about Massac. So Massac is a very, very talented, well-coached team. So this tournament is a very tough puzzle to try to solve, and we've got to take it one step at a time. I will start watching film tonight of Edwards County, and I have not seen them either. So I'll know a lot about them, though, before tomorrow, because we'll practice tomorrow. And then we don't know what's going to happen with the weather either. It's crazy-looking weather coming. But I hope to get in some good practice the next 2 days. We've got a chance to get Cato Constante back, who went out in the second game of the season, and he's had a MCL issue, and we don't know how bad it is yet. They think it might be a very slight tear instead of a more serious one. So he may get to try it out. So we'll see. We could use that. Job Winterard will not be with us in the tournament. We know that for sure, and we'll miss him. That's going to be a tough pill because his quickness really helps us. But we've also got Big Nick, came back, and this was his first. He had a practice yesterday, and then this is his first time he's played. He's been he's been snake bit the whole year with all the things that have happened to him and kept him out of the lineup for extensive periods of time. We hope that he can develop for the second season, so to speak. So I'm excited. I think our young kids are coming. They're pushing the older kids every day harder in practice, and that was an issue. That was a problem early, but they're starting to be more productive, and it shows out here. And as they get more JV time and then more time in the varsity games, I expect more and more from them.
I think a couple of people that have really impressed me besides Job Winterroad, Hunter Webb has really picked his game up coming, and you've seen him produce a whole lot more in the JV games.
Yep.
And Jacob Waters. Both Waters has really good jumping ability.
Right.
And Webb has come in against Johnson City, hit his first shot, and came in tonight and hit his first shot.
Right.
So, it's nice to be able to have people come off the bench and contribute immediately.
And, I'll just share a little secret with you. Because it's no secret with them. I'm very direct and with all the kids and honest with them. I told Hunter, I said, you've got to play defense. And he was lost as a goose starting out the season. But he has progressed and worked hard at it. And I said, you still can't spell defense, but now you have the first two letters anyway. So he's getting there. I'm very proud of the amount of work that he's put into it and all the questions he asks and everything about our scheme. So, and then the same kind of thing, you've got another guy that's actually a natural guard. He's that's what Waters is he's really a guard in now a quickly growing body and some athleticism in it. So I've asked him, since our needs are more inside oriented, I've asked him to sacrifice and work inside, hit the boards, do the little things, and he's got to get better on defense. That's the key for him having more playing time. If you look at who we put out there, they're the best defensive players.
Well, and quite frankly, last year Holhubner was in the same situation. He wasn't real strong on defense, but this year he's lost some weight, gotten a whole lot stronger, and he can shoot from the outside, but he can also go inside, and he doesn't have a problem this year mixing it up on the inside.
No, he's our best rebounder, best defensive rebounder by far, and that's needed. We don't have one dominant type rebounder. We've got everybody chipping in a little bit, but since early in the season we have progressed, and we're now out rebounding the opposition by about 20 rebounds for the season, which is not a lot, but it's a step in the right direction, because we certainly didn't do that last year and we didn't do it early this year. But we're trying to block out better. We're trying to be a little tougher, and I think the kids are responding well.
Well, one of the things that's important by boxing out properly, that has reduced your fouls.
Yes, that's a good point.
Most of the fouls that you get are being aggressive, trying to steal the basketball out with the guards, but you're not picking up the cheap fouls on the inside like you were.
Yes, exactly right.
Well, Coach, I wanted to come up and just talk a little bit about the tournament next week. Everything squares off on Monday. It's nice to have an Edwards County, and before you get into the meat and potatoes of the tournament, to get your legs back underneath of you, because it will be 5 days since you, or 6 days since you will have played by then.
Right.
And get the proverbial dust knocked off of the cobwebs and get out there, and then, because the next day I've got us penciled in to beat Edwards County. I know you can't, you don't do that I do. But I've talked to a lot of people, and there's already a lot of people salivating looking at the Vienna-Carterville game on day 2, and that ought to be, there's a lot of people that think that will be the marquee game of day 2 at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament.
Yes, I hope so, and I think our kids will be ready for the challenge, and that's going to be quite a challenge. So I'm real excited about it. Now, we're not going to take off altogether. I mean, we won't have played, but we've invited the Memphis Grizzlies down for a scrimmage. I'm just kidding, Allie. That's illegal. But
well, you could do like Cobden and Meridian, go down there and play on their home floor, and then get to watch them play, get to talk to them and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool sometime.
Yeah, we'll do the best we can. Unfortunately, one of the sacrifices that these young men and the coaches have to make during this time of year is we don't get much time, family time and holiday time. They're going to have to sacrifice and be here. And actually, they tried to talk me into practicing an extra day during the break here because they said, why don't we practice one more day in case it snows more? And I said, I don't know that I've ever had a team ask me that. They're usually not hard to talk into free time.
I am not a meteorologist by any stretch of the imagination, but I just believe by looking at the charts myself, I think all the heavy snow is going to go north of us, predominantly stay north of Interstate 64, which is good for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to have a boatload of cold weather, which I hate.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get maybe a couple inches of snow, and if that's the case, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. Well, I hope that's the way it comes to pass.
Me too. But we could have a white Christmas this year.
Yeah.
2 inches is all the snow I want to see for Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be fine with me. Yeah, I don't want it to disrupt things, because that's hard. It creates a lot of problems for every parents driving them in to practice and so forth. I don't want to see that for anybody. And cancellations and stuff are hard to make up. So certainly we don't want to see any of that. But on Christmas Day, yeah, let's get a little white Christmas.
Well, and the beautiful thing about it, the way it's coming down, we don't even have to worry about making up snow days for school because
we're out.
Today was the last day, right?
Well, actually, Friday was the last day.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But so we don't have to worry about that. So that's a good thing.
Yep, that's right. And I'd like to end with one more thing. I'd like to thank the Treats, Owen's parents, for the excellent job that they've done raising him and timing it perfectly so that I get to coach him.
There you go.
So thank you very much.
Well, in all seriousness, you and your family have a very Merry Christmas, and I'm looking forward to seeing Vienna play on this particular El Dorado tournament, and good luck, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Thanks,
that was
Ron.
Head Coach Steve Dreer, and that's going to pretty well wrap everything up here tonight. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Once again, the Vienna Eagles, their next game, the boys' next game is on Monday at 1:45 is game time. We'll be on the air about 1:30. They'll take on the Edwards County Lions, and the winner of that game will take on the Carterville Lions, and I expect us to play 2 Lions teams in a row. And that second game on Tuesday will be at 3:15 in the afternoon. I wouldn't say this with Coach Dreer here, but I will tell you this. Edwards County and Galatia had a whale of a game. Edwards County beat Galatia by about 4 or 5 points just about 10 days ago. So I think Vienna should beat them, but he doesn't want the team to know that, and he wants them to play very seriously and very hard because this is a measuring stick, this El Dorado, the 58th annual El Dorado Holiday Tournament, and the teams that we're going to have the potential to see are the teams that we're going to have to beat if we're serious about making a run to go to Champaign come February. So this tournament is very crucial to seeing where we stand with these teams. That's going to wrap everything up here. the final score once again, the JV won their game today 69-24, and the varsity won their game 95-24, and with the win, the varsity go to 9-1 on the season, and that's going to wrap everything up here from Vienna High School. Everyone have a very Merry Christmas. I'll see you back on the air at 1:30 Monday afternoon from El Dorado, and then the girls play their first game at 10:30 on Tuesday morning from Benton. I'm Ron Ellis for WIBH and for the Vienna High School Connection. Thanks for your time this time. Until next time, everybody be safe, and we'll see you after Christmas. So long, everybody, from Vienna High School.
That concludes this Vienna Eagles basketball broadcast here on WIBH Net 3. This Eagles basketball broadcast has been brought to you in part by Southern Trust Bank, Goddard Auto Body, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Russ Kruger, Golson Financial Services, Trevelyan Brothers Construction, Lawrence Bean Insurance Agency, Bailey Monument Company, Rusty's Home Centers, H&R Block of Anna, Trevelyan Farms, Vienna Automotive Center, and Fowler Heating and Cooling. This has been a presentation of WIBH Sports.